And he looks at me and he goes, "You don't have months, you have weeks or days." My name is Mark Wood. I am 28 years old. I am currently a student at the University of Aalborg studying international relations and development. About 18 months ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 liver cancer, and a short time after that, I received a liver transplant. In May 2018, I remember I walked into CrossFit Aalborg and I performed a set of back squats, and it was relatively heavy at the time, and I'll never forget, right after that I had this really bad pain in my stomach. And at first, you think to yourself, maybe it's a pulled muscle or something along those lines. And so I kind of brushed it off, regrouped myself, and went to go coach the classes. And fast forward to that night, I had the worst pain still. I felt like I was gonna faint. I felt like I was gonna vomit. I didn't sleep at all, and I remember I was running a fever, and eventually my in-laws made me go to the doctor's office. And we go to the doctor's office, and he feels around the area a little bit, and I could see in his eyes that he also thought there was something more serious going on. So he told me, "I don't know if it's anything, but I'm not qualified to be able to say that right now. We're gonna send you to the emergency room and we'll see what they say." So we go to the emergency room and they run a bunch of CT scans and x-rays. And I think it was maybe 2 days later that I was in the hospital. They come in and tell us that it's this massive tumor in my liver. Fast forward 5 days and a ton of biopsies and more CT scans. And the doctor comes in and they tell us that it's stage 3 liver cancer. I said, "Well, how much time do I have left? Do I have a couple months? Or do I have years?" And he looks at me and he goes, "You don't have months, you have weeks or days." And from there, it's like your entire world is shaken. After I got the news that I had cancer, we were sitting in the hospital room, and I remember the doctor came in and basically he told us that we had a few options. They sent me to Copenhagen to basically put myself on the transplant waiting list, and it was only 5 days after I was put on the transplant list that I actually received a transplant, and everything went perfect, and it was just the craziest experience of my life. A lot of people come up to me and they'll say, "How did you deal with that particular situation, knowing that the odds were stacked against you?" And I would say that it's actually pretty easy, because you've got these people around you that love you, and you really have no other option but to put on this facade of strength, because if you don't do that, then that's going to destroy everyone around you. I would say before cancer, people knew me as the guy that lifted a lot of weight. I think when people thought of me, they thought of weightlifting and fitness. In the past, I was a sponsored athlete, I guess you could say. I worked with supplement companies and all of that fun stuff. And now, instead of standing for those types of things, now I've decided to shift my stance towards things that I think actually matter. And instead of pushing protein shakes now, I'd like to be in a position where I could actually, like, for example, go to hospitals and see kids that dealt with the same situation that I did. And if I can help them out, then that would be the most valuable thing to me.